Hello and welcome to today's episode, which deals with promotion abroad, use of mailing list, advertisement abroad, and participation in trade fair and exhibition, role of Exports Promotion Council, and other trade development authorities and institutions. Students, since there is a lot to cover, thus we have divided into two parts. The first part will have the following topics. First, promotion abroad. Second, use of mailing list. Third, advertisement abroad. Fourth, participation in trade fair and exhibition. And the second part will cover the remaining topics, which are first, role of Export Promotion Council, second, other trade development authorities and institutions. Students, let's start with the first topic by first understanding the terms and then the definitions for a solid base. Thereafter, we will take one example in India and one example abroad to understand each related situation. Luckily, I had attended both exhibitions, thus would be able to share with you valuable insights about the exhibitions. One is called Consumer Electronics Show, which is held every year in the month of January in a place called Vegas, USA. I am sure everybody is now excited to hear what happens in the show in United States of America. Well, the discussion will be about exhibitions only. The second exhibition is about one of my favorite topics, food and hospitality. The name of the exhibition is called Ahar International. But before we go any further, allow me to give you a quick introduction about myself. I am Ms. Pallavi Mohan, working since 17 plus years, both nationally and internationally. Worked in 5 countries and studied in 3 countries. Have held leadership positions in the field of marketing, events and exhibitions, retail, operations, PR and communications. Recent assignment was with Samsung Electronics as marketing communication professional. The exhibition which we will talk about today is very recent, 2015. Here from Samsung, I took top 10 journalists, majorly technology journalists, to Vegas in United States of America. The top 10 journalists belong to one of the best. Few to mention are Press Trust of India, The Economic Times, NDTV, Financial Express, Times of India, Hindu Business Line, Bloomberg TV and IBN 7. The idea behind taking the journalists is to showcase them about Samsung and its innovative products so that they could use the knowledge appropriately. People from around the world get journalists, distributors and other important people for the business to CES every year. Thus, the exhibition is held at one location and people come from all over the world to attend this. This is a way to do the promotion of one's product at one location and invite all others from a mailing list provided by the internal members of the company or from other mailing lists. Details of CES, Consumer Electronics Show. Consumer Electronics Show is a global consumer electronics and consumer technology trade show that takes place every January in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Consumer Electronics Show, and formerly known officially as International CES, is an annual trade show organized by the Consumer Technology Association. Held in January at the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States. The event typically hosts presentations of new products and technologies in the consumer electronics industry. The first CES was held in June 1967 in New York City. It was spin-off from the Chicago Music Show, which until then had served as the main event for exhibiting consumer electronics. The event had 17,500 attendees and over 100 exhibitors. The kickoff speaker was Motorola chairman Bob Galvin. From 1978 to 1994, CES was held twice each year. Once in January in Las Vegas, known as Winter Consumer Electronics Show, WCES, and once in June in Chicago, known as Summer Consumer Electronics Show, SCES. The winter show was successfully held in Las Vegas in 1995 as planned. However, since the summer Chicago show were beginning to lose popularity, the organizers decided to experiment by having the show travel around to different cities. Students, let me share the show highlights in the year I participated. This will give you a clear insight and connection with the topic as to how companies promote abroad. They definitely take the dealers and journalists who would go back and talk about the brand or even write and publish about the brand. This is really good advertising tool, and you would realize this once I share the show highlights of last year, 2015. The entire team had started on 2nd Jan 2015 from New Delhi, India, and returned after good 10 days back to India from United States of America. It was a lot of learning and fun out there. Let's talk about the learning which you will actually help you. Show highlights 2015. The 2015 International CES was held during the week January 6 to 9th, 2015 in Las Vegas Convention Center, Las Vegas, Nevada, United States. The 2015 CES was reportedly the largest in its history with 3,600 exhibitors and 1,70,000 professional industry attendees. The Internet of Things impacted all other industries has been recognized as the buzzword of the CES edition 2015. The interoperability between the connected objects with changing and multiple alliance, and if some of the products are meeting real needs or are only gadgets, are the main issue detected. Wearables involve health trackers as the smartwatch, getting more specialized and designed in getting better, fitting better to the mass market. I do wear a smartwatch. It's called a Gear. Robots and home automation devices helping us in our day-to-day life were omnipresent. Here are some of major announcements from big players at the CES 2015 relative to robots and home automation devices. Toshiba showed off a realistic robotic hostess. Intel and iRobot teamed up to show off autonomous telepresence and talked long-term plans for a robotic butler. Google's Nest announced an additional 15 partners in work with Nest, its developer program from hooking up third-party devices to Nest smart products. Samsung unveiled SmartThings, which develops a hub and cloud infrastructure for connecting devices together, the focal point of its keynote and massive exhibition space in the Las Vegas Convention Center. Apple stopped officially exhibiting at CES back in 1992, but you could find the first batch of devices that are HomeKit certified, which is Apple's protocol it announced last June for making smart home devices working safely and securely in iOS. Every automaker who had any kind of presence at the show offered a glimpse into some kind of intelligent driver-free technology from parking to advanced object recognition. Audi showed 4 generations of driver-assisted automated car tech. Unlike 3D TV, which has disappeared from the announcements at the CES 2015, 3D visualization is now more specialized and target the B2B environment from modernization to immersive glass and helmets for architects, healthcare specialists or gamers. 3D printing continues to grow and vendors make meaningful improvements in their products while making them easier to use and less expensive. Most TV manufacturers announced 4K TV models. Samsung released several new 4K televisions, including a massive 105-inch set that bends on command. LG unveiled the LG G Flex 2, second generation of its curved Android smartphones, and a new lineup of 4K televisions, including one bending TV as well. Sharp showed off its Ultra HD 8K television expected for late 2015. Sony showed off a 4K action camera which automatically detects the best parts of your footage and picks out the best clips for you. Toyota revealed it planned to release its fuel cell patents to the public royalty-free. The first part of our topic, which is promotion abroad, use of mailing list, advertisement abroad and participation in trade fairs and exhibition, is all covered, and now you know this example why multinational companies like Samsung use this tool. Since Samsung is present in 80 plus countries, thus to showcase at such an event is cost effective and a great advertising tool. One can keep the mailing list handy for each year. Students, we have discussed an example of how MNCs can advertise abroad. However, let's discuss how small companies who are not MNCs yet would advertise their product and services for the purpose of export, how they would promote internationally using the same example of trade fair and exhibitions. Students, it's really important to participate in each activity wherever you are, whether it's college or office. This way you have tons of information and experience, and this will surely add up at a later time for your benefit. I have also worked for close to 2 years in a company called B.B.S Foods and would take example of the same. I was working in this basmati rice division and we exported rice. Although I was in a domestic and retail market, but took this opportunity of taking part in Aahar trade fair to generate a good mailing list not only for export but also for domestic and retail sales. Aahar is the largest fair on food and hospitality sector in India. This covers 2 separate but concurrent exhibitions. Hospitality India, covering hotel and restaurant equipments and supplies, and Food India, covering foods, processed foods, food processes and beverages. We had a unique concept of delivery of rice to your doorstep without charging for delivery. Students, how to capture the audience in the exhibition, as it was a big question? Well, it was very simple, as everyone could be attracted to free food. The promotion idea. Our expert chef made biryani and sampling resulted in huge orders, and we collected information for our mailing list, delivery list. The sales for that period was 20 folds. We collected name of our customer, address of delivery, phone number to contact and take appointment, and right time to deliver basmati rice, and a reorder date when our sales representative would call and deliver rice as one needs it on a monthly basis. The export team was also showcasing the products to foreign clients and booking orders and time for a constructive meeting. Students, let's know why this exhibition was important to us. Aahar Fair is the first largest show of its kind in South Asia, spread over 45,000 square meter. Second, close to 1,000 exhibitors including foreign participants from 22 countries. Third, visitors close to 45,000. 4. Foreign business delegation from USA, UAE, Singapore, Bangladesh, Nepal and more. 5th, foreign companies represented Australia, Afghanistan, Canada, Denmark, Germany, Japan, Korea, Poland, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, UAE, USA. 6th, high level of satisfaction with 98% of exhibitors desiring repeat participation in Aahar. This year, the organizers had new initiatives for Aahar 2016. New and young entrepreneurs from India being offered booths at 50% rebate in accordance with the terms and conditions. Increase in exhibition area to meet the overwhelming demand of applicants. Focused initiatives to bring more overseas delegation buyers and exhibitors to the event. Matchmaking services to facilitate efficient interaction between buyer and exhibitors. Students, to connect this to our topic, it's important to have an overview about Indian food industry. India's food grocery market is the 6th largest in the world. Indian food sector is a high growth sector with immense potential for value addition. It's expected to touch $482 billion by 2020. The Indian food processing industry accounts for 32% of country's total food market and 14% of the manufacturing GDP. CII estimates that the food processing sectors have the potential to attract $33 billion investment in next 10 years. During 2011-2015, Indian exports in this sector increased at a CAGR of 23.3% to $21.5 billion. Foreign investments to the tune of $6.21 billion received during 2000 and 2015. Indian food service industry is expected to reach $78 billion by 2018. 192 million hectares of gross cropped area and 127 identified agroclimatic zones. 42 mega food parks being set up with investments worth 98 billion rupees. India ranks number 1 in the production of spices, pulses, milk, tea, cashew, mango, banana and grapes. India ranks number 2 in the production of wheat, rice, fruits and vegetables, sugarcane, cotton and oilseeds. Extensive network of food processing, training, academic and research institutes being set up. Adoption of international food safety and quality assurance standards such as Total Quality Management (TQM). International Organization for Standardization (ISO), Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point (HACCP). Large agricultural sector, abundant livestock and cost competitiveness. Consumption driven towards packaged and ready-to-eat foods. Industry friendly Make in India scheme of Government of India. Opportunities in supply chain management, contract farming, cold storage, development, food processing and packaging. Who organizes the trade fair? Well, India Trade Promotion Organization, ITPO, a Government of Indian enterprise under Ministry of Commerce, is organizing trade fairs in India and abroad. The flagship event Ahar is also organized by India Trade Promotion Organization. The display profile food products and processed foods, packaging for food, mill machinery, poultry farms, equipments, dairy and confectionery, equipments, air conditioning, refrigeration equipments, kitchen equipments and accessories, bakery equipments, hospitality services, laundry equipments, housekeeping equipments and accessories, consultancy services, miscellaneous products related to food and hospitality industry. Students, these were two main examples of the trade show, events and exhibitions. There are few more important events, however, we will cover them so that they are not missed and you are aware when these are talked about in the category of trade fair and exhibitions. Anuga General Food and Drink Trade Fair is described by promoters as the world's largest and most important food and beverage fair. Anuga takes place every second year in Cologne and is subdivided into 10 separate fairs, each covering a different category. Dates and recent participation statistics in 2011, Anuga was open over 5 days ending on 12th October, during which 1.5 lakh trade visitors were welcomed to 6,500 trade stands representing about 100 countries. In 2013, Anuga ended on 9th October after welcoming approximately 1.5 lakhs plus visitors to 6,777 trade stands. SIAL Food Fair, the global food marketplace, is a trade fair held every 2 years, which specializes in the food processing industry. This event was first held in 1964 in Paris. SIAL Paris has given rise to 6 other trade fairs, all members of the SIAL Group network in China, in United Arab Emirates, in Canada, and in Brazil. In 2014, SIAL Group launched a new trade show in the Philippines called SIAL Asian. Within the scope of SIAL Innovation, the agencies present a comparative analysis of food-related trends and innovations. The study conducted by the agencies put the attitude of consumers in 7 countries: France, Germany, Great Britain, Spain, Russia, United States, and China, in perspective with regard to the trends identified by the agency. The fair's visitors come from various sectors of the food processing industry, such as distribution, trade, food service, viticulture, etc. Approximately 70% of the visitors visit the fair in search of new products and suppliers. Students, as mentioned, let's now discuss the following terms and strategy associated to complete this episode. First, promotion abroad. Second, use of mailing list. Third, advertisement abroad. Fourth, participation in trade fair and exhibition. Students, it's important to understand that international business or exports needs advertising. For selling any product or service, we need to first market it. Only then prospective clients know about it and plan to purchase the same. The question arises, how to reach so many clients in one go? How to reach international clients and keep interaction with them so as to sell them the products and maintain the client by proper process of client servicing. When it comes to international market, the best way is exhibition and participation in major trade fairs. This way, one collects loads of information for future perspectives. Also, one could either purchase a mailing list or develop one in such exhibitions. The example related to this we have already covered in the initial part of the episode. Students, all promotions and exhibitions, advertising is done using the strategy of 4 P's. We should understand these 4 P's with a lot of emphasis. These 4 P's are called the marketing mix. 4 P's are product, price, place, promotion. The marketing mix is a business tool used in marketing and by marketers. The marketing mix is often crucial when determining a product or brand's offer. Product. A product is seen as an item that satisfies what a consumer demands. It is tangible good or an intangible service. Tangible products are those that have an independent physical existence. Typically, example of mass-produced tangible objects are the motor car and disposable razors. A less obvious but universal mass-produced service is computer operating system. Every product is subject to a life cycle, including a growth phase, followed by a maturity phase, and finally an eventual period of decline as sales fall. Marketers must do careful research on how long the life cycle of the product they are marketing is likely to be and focus their attention on different challenges that arises as the product moves. The marketer must also consider the product mix. Marketers can expand the current product mix by increasing a certain product line's depth or by increasing the number of product lines. Marketers should consider how to position the product, how to exploit the brand, how to exploit the company's resources, and how to configure the product mix so that each product complements the other. The marketers must also consider product development strategies. Price, the amount a customer pays for the product. The price is very important as it determines the company's profit and hence survival. Adjusting the price has a profound impact on the marketing strategy, and depending on the price elasticity of the product, often it will affect the demand and sales as well. The marketer should set a price that complements the other elements of the marketing mix. When setting a price, the marketer must be aware of the customer perceived value for the product. Three basic pricing strategies are market skimming pricing, market penetration pricing, and neutral pricing. The reference value, where the consumer refers to the price of competing products, and the differential value, the consumer's view of this product's attributes versus the attributes of other products, must be taken into account. The second element P is price, which is the value customers exchange for a product. When a price rises higher, the demand will lower. As a result, some customers will not be able to afford the high price product, or they will find other products to replace. On the other hand, too low a price may not cover the cost. Promotion. All of the methods of communication that a marketer may use to provide information to different parties about the product. Promotion comprises elements such as advertising, public relations, sales organization, and sales promotion. Advertising covers any communication that is paid for, from cinema, commercial, radio, and internet advertisements through print media and billboards. Public relations is where the communication is not directly paid for and includes press releases, sponsorship deals, exhibitions, conferences, seminars or trade fairs and events which we discussed. The final part is direct and online marketing. Nowadays, people cannot live without the social media for large proportion of younger people like you. For instance, Facebook is one popular social media in the world. Raise your hands if you have a Facebook account or heard about a friend having a Facebook account. Well, I can see all hands going up right in front of me here in the studio. Also, social media will affect more potential consumers by online promotion through electronic word of mouth. Place refers to providing the product at a place which is convenient for consumers to access. Various strategies such as intensive distribution, selective distribution, exclusive distribution, and franchising can be used by the marketer to complement the other aspects of the marketing mix. The last P is place, the distribution channel, which is the location. The role of the marketing channel is not only focus on participate in demand satisfaction by offering goods, but also needs to stimulate demand through information, creating proximity and promotion by customers. In other words, distribution channel for the product is a system process. Generally, majority of the products need a retail shop, but place also can be a telephone, call center or a website. Hence, the place turns into another major element in marketing mix. With this knowledge in hand, we are reaching the end of episode, where we not only covered the concepts but also related examples in details. Next topic is a continuation topic of this episode, which is role of Export Promotion Council and other trade development authorities and institutions. This is all for today. Hope you have understood. We'll see you again with the next topic. Till then, take care. Bye.
Thank you.